Let's start off with the first one. IHH may well have had the last laugh. The board of Fortis Healthcare has approved the Malaysian firm's bid to take over the company, choosing it over a combined bid made by Manipal Healthcare and TPG Capital. As I said, Darshan joins in with the details. Darshan, first, what is IHH offering? What is it that could have tilted the bid or scales in their favor?
Yeah, basically better price, simpler deal. These are the two factors, and much more infusion. So these three factors are there. Basically, if you're looking at it, people will anticipate it will react positively, no doubt, Fortis, because it's done at a premium of 20%. There is clarity now, but the media reports had indicated 180 to almost 210 per share. That's not happened. It's come at 170. Even the last offer that for IHH had given was 180. So they've come down on that offer. Manipal hasn't changed much. So I'll first talk about the infusion. 4,000 crores at 170 rupees per share. There will be an open offer both for Fortis and Fortis Malar at a base of 170 for Fortis and 58 rupees. Fortis Malar is trading at 51. So there's a significant premium there also. So it's an open or mandatory open offer that they have to do. Apart from it, they have given more clarity in terms of what they plan to do. So 23.5 crore shares will be given to IHH. It will be new shares, and the issuance will be at 170 per share. The other factor that works in favor is the fact that there is more clarity in terms of the deal. They have said that what they plan to do, debt reduction of 2,500 crores. So what they have said is that Fortis is saying that IHH offer addresses all the liquidity requirements that is there of the company. They have accounted for refinance of almost 2,500 crores debt. That is something that they are looking at positively. They have spoken on RHT acquisition and SRL, but they haven't given any clarity in terms of what they plan to do with SRL. They said that this 4,000 crore will be used to buy back the obligations of RHT, but no clarity much on SRL at this point of time. This is subject to obviously CCI approval, shareholders approval, and in the next 60 to 75 days, this entire deal will be complete. If we compare what the two offers were, firstly let's talk about the evaluation process that was there, and basically the management earlier had said that they're looking at certain parameters on which you have to bid. Basically it will be the valuation, what vision you have, how much clarity are you giving as far as the SRL and RHT assets are concerned. So all this were there common. Now let's pull up the difference on why Manipal lost out. Firstly, it was a complicated structure, no doubt, because they're looking at merging some, and they kept the same offer, and they just changed the numbers. So when the infusion was 4,000 crores from IHH, the infusion was 2,100 crores from Manipal. So clearly there's a big difference there. Price at 170 per share and 160 per share. So 10 rupees is a lot considering it's a bidding war. Debt refinancing clarity of 2,500 crores. There was no clarity or details on that. For SRL, there was no clarity by HI. They have said that we will try to do something. They haven't said what. But Manipal has given a clear roadmap in terms of 1,134 crores will be spent to buy out the PE shareholder. Fortis Malar, there's an open offer. There was no term by Manipal. Probably because it was just some details they may have given, I don't know, but on all parameters it seemed that IHH was a better deal. They've said that it's a cleaner deal. It's a very clean structure. They don't talk about merging one part and then reverse merging and all that thing that Manipal had said. It's a rather simple deal that IHH has given, very straightforward, and considering what all has gone on, this is, I think, the best that Fortis could have. It's not a blockbuster offer, but it's certainly better than what had come earlier when Fortis was being valued at some 4,000-5,000 crores. Now at least it's been valued at 10,000-11,000 crores. So that is better. But no doubt the figures still remain same, and they couldn't have gotten a better deal considering all the legal situations they are in.
Okay, so there are two questions to this, Darshan. One is for somebody who is playing for the pop, there certainly most likely will be a pop today. So that is one part. You already addressed that. For somebody who is now thinking of whether or not for somebody who wants to invest in a hospital chain, does Fortis or the new Fortis give an investor the chance to do that? Yeah. So have you been able to speak to somebody?
Yeah, so I spoke to some people. On your first part, which was in terms of if someone is playing for the pop, obviously it will open gap up. Compared to what happened last time, there are two main differences. Fortis is not there in the FNO this time. which makes a lot of difference, because if the deal was bad, people would have shorted without having positions. Now and this time there was no accumulation, major accumulation ahead of the announcement, which was the case last time around. Last time what happened was people were anticipating the deal, they bought in sizable chunk, they played in for the deal turned out bad, it was in FNO, so they also sold, and the FNO guys also shorted the stock. That is not going to happen this time around. It's only in the cash market. So the reaction probably will be on the positive side. The accumulation will probably happen. And secondly, you said that how does this work? Basically, it becomes
for somebody who's wanting to be a long-term shareholder.
It does, because the management changes. You have an experienced company which has a good track record trying to run it out. Fortis obviously is one of the best hospitals that we have. In terms of the operation capacity, in terms of all the parameters. The only reason why Fortis were trading at a discount was because of the promoter overhang. Now that is gone, and a new promoter will come in, and there is more clarity on the legal aspects of that. Obviously, analysts are still saying that it's the best thing that Fortis could have. If obviously for the long term, it does make sense when I'm not recommending this, but I'm saying if you see the past record, when a new promoter comes in, especially an MNC promoter comes in, there is a premium. So I'm not saying that it will, but at least the narrowing of premium to Apollo or the other ones will happen.